The Conjuring Last Rites. This is the final iteration of The Conjuring.
They say.
Ed and Lorraine Warren, final outing. These two have literally become horror icons. They are now in this classic genre, and I loved the first one.
Yes.
When you see that first poster, and then it's rated R only for horror, what does that mean?
I know.
Like, what else could there, like, what type of horror? Am I going to need to be institutionalized after? Like, what am I going to, so this is the fourth iteration. There's been many other spin-offs. We've had a couple Annabelles. We've had all the other things. Kent, what did you think of this?
Listen, this is you have to know and love these characters at this point. You have to be invested with 3 movies of backstory, because this movie says, hey, you love the Warrens. Here's a whole movie about them and their daughter, right? This one really wants to test your patience, but give you good character work, but also you forget it's a horror film.
Leo, what do you think?
I love the story, especially with the character work, getting to know the daughter more, getting to know everything that's going around with her and how she's going to deal with it after they're done. And I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great time. It was way better than the third one.
Yes.
Way better. I feel like
Same director that did the third one as well, though.
Yeah.
Which is where I'm about to go against everybody on this. First, did you know that the station was haunted?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. There's a little bit of a haunting going on here.
That's not good.
I mean, you watch The Conjuring and it's like big deal. Like go out in my hallway, there's something crazy happening. But this movie, even though I went and watched it, I sat through the entire thing. I don't even know if I've seen the movie. It is completely pitch black through the whole thing, and not even like, I mean, Ghost, can you show me what I'm talking about here?
Oh,
this is exactly what it's like watching The Conjuring Last Rites.
I'm scared.
You should be. I have no idea what I'm looking at, especially when it comes to the jump scares, especially when I love that it's still cut to me. Especially the jump scares, especially when we're focusing on a family when the family we're supposed to be caring about, they kind of have just like pushed to the side. They're not really part of it.
You don't even know them as characters because you can't see them, right? It was so interesting that like you're in homes for most of this movie, and the blinds are closed, and you're like, I get natural lighting. I think it creates scares. You always look in the shadows to see what's happening. But when it's in every scene, you stop caring to look for scares.
Right, and if the settings and the set design is meant to look like a haunted house already, like there's a scene where they're going to get wedding dresses and shopping, and it's like a FBI interrogator put a floodlight in the room where you're supposed to be there, but it's supposed to be fully bright with light. Ghost, lights up.
You can
maybe.
command the ghost.
Oh, there
The ghost does whatever you want it to.
I am the ghost whisperer.
Clearly.
But overall, this one was absolutely a skip it for me.
Yeah.
I was very disappointed, only because of the fact that if you can't do the basic necessity of letting me be able to see what is on screen, I understand. Well, TVs have this OLED, true black stuff, and the digital cameras, they're just getting better and better with it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't work when you're trying to just see what's happening on the screen.
Yeah, for me, it's a tepid see it, and that feels wrong because it's like a C+ grade. Right, this is an average horror film. I didn't hate it in the least. I was just a little confused by the pacing overall. The darkness was annoying, but I thought when there were scares outside of the CG ones, I was like, I like that. That's very Conjuring, right? And so for that, I think it's a good start to spooky season. But yeah, I have my issues with it, and I'll probably forget about it immediately.
Leo, do you think they did the Warrens justice, or do you see this being kind of like maybe one more after?
This is a see it for me. I feel like they definitely stepped it up from the third one. The third one was very forgettable. This one, it will stay in my head for a bit, especially with the scare scenes that they have and everything. But I love the ending. I love how it kind of ends, and hopefully it's the last one. Don't keep this going. The one thing I didn't enjoy, why bring CGI to something that's horror? I feel like they can do so many things, but they brought it again, just like the second one. But it's at this point, I see it. It's a good horror movie to start the spooky season.
But
for sure.
in comparison to the horror movies that we've had this year, this is low on the totem pole, right? We've had Weapons and Bring Her Back, and
and there's more coming. So even if we just this was the first one to start it off, there's a lot more coming.
Well, with that being said, we need to know what you guys think about The Conjuring. Which was your favorite film that came out, or are you more of an Annabelle fan? Let us know in the comments. Well, with that being said, let's move into